We're here to prove it's possible, not just for us, but for every woman brave enough to go for more. We believe success is sweeter when it's shared, and that your next level comes faster when you're surrounded by women who truly get it. This episode is brought to you by the Ultimate Girls Trip Business Mastermind Retreat, where big goals, belly laughs, and bold action all belong in the same room.
Hi guys, welcome back to Proof It's Possible. Today is just a wonderful day because we're talking about my favorite thing, Christmas and gift ideas. I'm kind of known for being a pretty big deal around the gift giving world.
You are.
I give a very good gift. I'm very thoughtful in my gift giving.
This is true.
And as we've mentioned before, I like to package it beautifully. It's just who I am and what I do. So I thought today we would talk about gift giving. I'm not sure that Dale's going to have a ton of input.
I love giving a gift, but I find it very hard to know what other people want. So it's not that I don't want to give the gift. I'm really bad at coming up with like creative or thoughtful or interesting ideas, but I'll give you a couple of mine.
Okay. We'll see what she has in store.
Yeah, it's not much.
So we did the kids did their Santa lists over the weekend.
Yeah.
Hila took it to a whole new level. She painted hers. She painted like a big canvas and then in gold and then wrote out her list, which is
I can respect that because
yeah. And you know what?
She's
12. So she's like, I'm not just mailing something off to Santa. I'm beyond that. I'm too good for that. So why not make it this beautiful piece of art? So that's what she did. There's a couple things on there that I'm like, absolutely not. That's a hard no.
Like what?
A brand new iPhone. I'm like,
oh yeah, that's been on her list for a long, long time. So
yeah, but anyway.
And she'll take a data package with that, please.
Yeah, she'll take a data package. She'll take Snapchat. She'll take all the things, which she's not getting any of them. For any moms that are listening, you can stand in solidarity with me that she is never getting Snapchat, and she's
she wants it all. Instagram. She wants Instagram. She wants everything. TikTok.
Christmas wish list last year had one item on it, and it was Snapchat, and I was like,
oh gosh.
Real sorry, but that's a no.
Yeah, no kidding.
And I stuck to it because I don't think Snapchat has anything good to offer a 12-year-old or a 13-year-old or a 14-year-old or a 15-year-old.
Yes, I agree.
That's just my take on it. Anyways, back to this year's wish list. There was some things that I'm like, okay, yeah, these are good ideas and things that I think other people would like to hear. So one of them was an Aritzia sweatsuit.
Cute.
Which a little on the higher end of, budget wise. I think like an Aritzia sweatsuit, I think is a couple $100. Each item is like $80 or $90.
Yeah.
So, a big gift, but I do think that that generation only cares about comfort. So totally. I do think it will get worn. It's a gift that will keep on giving because she will wear it till it falls apart. For anyone who's like listening and is thinking to themselves like, oh, that's ridiculous, a $200 sweatsuit. I agree. It's very, very expensive. And I don't value a sweatsuit enough to spend that much money on it, but she does. And if you also have a child that values an expensive sweatsuit, I don't know about your community, but I'm sure there's like a Facebook page that you can get like secondhand, or where we live, there's a mom that does an Aritzia and Lululemon sale. So she rents out an entire like community hall and she saves up for like several months at a time. She's a consignor and she only takes those two brands and then she fills it. Like I'm talking not just like slightly fills it, like to the brim, fills it with hundreds of thousands of items. And then people wait outside for hours before to get to go inside and buy these secondhand items. And like teenagers, grandmothers, like the whole, every generation is waiting in that lineup for hours. And I just think it's really cool because A, it's better for the environment. B, it's helpful on the budget. And C, it normalizes that like some
just
kids are secondhand, some are brand new, some are designer and some don't,
Yeah.
So anyways.
And it also is like, if you grow out of it, it isn't garbage. It can go to somebody else because you probably only wore it for like a year, especially at your kids' ages.
Totally.
One thing that is like such a fun, cute thing from last year. Do you remember? I think Mila got like a puff, like a Ritzia puffer or something,
Lulu.
or Lulu puffer. Anyways, and I don't know if you or grandma found it, but you found it from like secondhand from somebody.
Yes, no, it was the Super Puff. It was a
Yeah, it was a
Super
super
Puff
puff.
winter jacket.
Yes. And she's like, Mila opened it. And of course, you had like the bag and all the accompaniments that made it feel really new and the box and all that.
Okay, so let me give the backstory. I had ordered her a pair of like cargo pants on a Black Friday sale from Aritzia. So it comes packaged beautifully in this Aritzia
Hmm.
box and with this Aritzia ribbon, and it gets delivered to the door. Well, I opened it up. I'm like, she'll never wear these. These are terrible. They were a sale item. I knew as the second I saw them, I'm like, I got to return them. But I saved the box and the tissue and the ribbon and all of the things. And then I found her the Super Puff because that was also on her list.
Yes.
It's like I don't know, $400 or $500 jacket. And she has like a very nice warm ski jacket, but she needed like a school jacket, like something
Yes.
that's cooler that you wear to the
Exactly.
schoolyard every single day.
Yes.
So I found one online,
But
secondhand.
when she opened it up,
I
this was the
washed
cute
it and
part.
put it in the box. Yeah.
Yes. So when she opened it up, she looked at Darren and I, my husband and I, and she's like, it even smells like Aritzia. And I'm like, no, it doesn't. It smells like your
It smells like
mom's.
Gain laundry
Yeah,
detergent.
it's Gain laundry detergent from Costco. So nice try.
Oh,
But
it
that's what
is.
the thing is, that it's all about the perception of that they got the thing that they wanted. And she wouldn't have cared if we had told her it was secondhand.
No, not at all.
But at the same time, we didn't even need to because she was so pumped about just having it. Like, but your kids love those sales, the Lulu
Oh, yeah.
sales. They're
They
all about them.
love those sales. And if you're a mom listening and you don't have one of those sales in your community, you should start one.
Totally.
Because I am telling you, she used to do these sales once a year, and now she
Hmm.
does it like I would say once a quarter, and the lineup doesn't get smaller. Like it just
Hmm.
doesn't allure of it keeps just growing. So
Exactly.
very cool. The other thing I thought of, which is a little kooky and a little weird, but my kids are so into painting right now. Like every day after school, they come home, they race to the dining room where we have all the painting stuff set up. And I just have like cheap dollar store canvases and whatever, some Christmas ornaments that they're painting. This year, I was like, how cool would it be to get like a picture of them doing something that they love made into a paint by numbers so that they end up
Hmm.
with a piece of art that they've actually painted, but it's like them
Of
playing
them.
hockey
Well, where
or
do you get
them
this?
and online.
Really? Like
You
where
can
though?
upload on Etsy any photo and say, make this
Oh,
a paint by numbers, and they will send you a canvas with numbers on it and
that's
your
cool.
picture.
Yeah.
And then some of them even come with the right colors of paint, or they'll just give you a paint palette, like piece of paper to match as closely as possible. But very cool. And then I was to take it up a notch because I don't like just like a traditional painting. I like wild colors and all the crazy things. I put it into chat first and said like, make this more pop artish, make this more
Right.
like,
Yeah.
kind of crazy. So then all of a sudden it's like wild and crazy colors and a little bit shadowy.
Yeah.
Anyway, just a really
That's fun.
unique idea that it's like a
Yep.
piece of pop art of them doing something
Hmm.
that they paint, which can go into their room.
One thing I will say about this topic of like buying something for somebody's house, it's such a hard, like, and I mean, kids aren't as hard because their bedrooms can be a mishmash, whatever they want them to be. And that's what they usually end up being. And like their own art, other art, what their mom wants for their art, all the things. But as an interior designer, that's something that like I think to myself, like, if I love it and I would recommend them to buy it for their house if they hired me today, shouldn't I just buy that as a gift? You know what I mean? Like that's my like natural inclination is to go get something nice for someone's house but that
It's the
can go
biggest
very
no
wrong.
no.
Pardon?
It's the biggest no no.
I know. And it can go very, very wrong because it's like you don't want to display something that someone gave you that doesn't have the same style as you, and I do my best to like understand people's style, and if I don't know your style, you're probably not getting anything that would for your house that would need to be on display. But I'm also like, I kind of know what I'm doing. I feel like I have an upper hand on picking nice things.
But just as a general rule of thumb,
I
listeners,
know.
please don't buy things for people's houses. Give them an out. Like This is the
Exactly.
difference. Like you buy them a shirt. Well, if you're not wearing it the next time you see them, you can be like, "Oh, it's
Wore
in
it
the wash.
yesterday.
Wore it
Yeah.
yesterday." But if it's at your house or it not at your house, they can visibly see that,
And it's a
and you're
very
not giving them
specific
the out.
placement. Like they bought you a bowl for your dining table, or they had an idea of where it needed to be used on top of it. That's a real hard one because they can see your dining table at Christmas dinner. They noticed that they didn't see it anywhere in the house.
We got given a gift for our wedding, which was to be hung in the house, and it was a Bible verse written on, like painted on barn wood.
Hmm.
Tough one because it came from somebody very close to us that would actively come to our house. And I don't do barn wood in any capacity. And I also don't do
The Bible much.
much of the Bible,
Yeah.
nor do I do a lot of like browns.
Right.
I mean, it's kind of ironic that I have like a somewhat brown shirt on today, but for the most part, I have like a general rule of thumb. I don't wear brown. Brown is just not my favorite color. And I was like, oh gosh, what do you do? What do you do? And then it just went in the next garage sale.
Yeah, I
You
know.
know,
And like that person put a lot of thought and like love and stuff into it. So it's such a like, I'm sorry, but no, I know. And that's exactly why I said it like kind of not nervously, because it's like if you find the perfect thing for somebody and you know their style and you're close with them, then fine. But it is a dicey choice, a very dicey choice.
totally. Okay, my next thing for a child, or I guess it could be for an adult as well, is a specialty sporting good item. So I'm not talking like,
Mhm.
oh, they've outgrown their hockey stick, they need a new one.
Yes.
I'm going to gift that for Christmas. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like the cool thing that they wouldn't just naturally get, light up pucks for the outdoor rink. So if your son or daughter plays hockey and has an outdoor rink, go to, I think they're called flash pucks. Anyway, you charge them like you would charge a phone, and then they light up in three different colors. And they are, I'm telling you,
Very
they're the hit of the outdoor rink, and they make it so you can play late into the evening. They're very fun, very exciting, very, very good. The other thing I bought the kids last year, or maybe 2 years ago, which they really like because we do night skiing, is these almost like vests. They're not a full vest, they're just like a little kind of rope thing that you put on. But they also plug in and then they light up so that you can see your kids on the ski hill,
yeah.
and they light up different colors. So, like, Mila has a blue, Ari has a pink, Pen has a green. So I can
Mhm.
always see them when they're skiing down the hill, because night skiing can be pretty terrifying if you can't spot your kids.
Totally.
And then they think they're fun and cool, and they take
Yeah,
them
it's like a
tubing
glow
and do all
stick.
this other fun stuff with them. Like, and they're very inexpensive. I bought them on Amazon, I think. Other things that I think are like a little maybe out there, but you never know. And this is for all ages, but an Audible subscription. My dad, for the last decade, has been borrowing my Audible subscription anytime he's like needs to go on a road trip.
This is not something you can borrow, but anyways, carry on.
I
I
know,
love you,
I
Dad. You're
know.
hilarious.
He's been borrowing mine, and then sometimes I'll be in the middle of a book, but he'll like the sound of it, so he'll start it over for
Right.
his
Exactly.
journey.
Well, that or all your credits are used up when you've got just like the whole
Yeah,
collection of James Pattison
every
books that
time,
you don't actually want to listen to.
every single time, I'm like, what? The casino
So
gone
fun.
wrong, or whatever the like
You're like, I've
detective
finished
thriller
all
is.
these already?
Yeah, no, there's often no credits left. But I think it's a great gift for somebody who has everything and doesn't want more stuff and
Hmm.
would actually use it.
For
So
sure.
I know my dad actually uses Audible. He just doesn't have his own account. And then I was thinking about it for my kids because they aren't avid readers. They don't love reading, but they love when I read to them. Penn in particular loves when I read to him. And he loves his Alexa, which is in his room and plays music for him before bed.
Hmm.
Like that's his favorite thing to do, is to turn on Alexa, listen to a little music while he falls asleep. So I was like, how cool would it be if I got him like a kid's book
Yeah.
on his Alexa that read aloud to him?
Yes.
If he's not going to do the reading himself, at least he can still use his imagination and
Yeah.
like imagine the scenario, or all the
Exactly. Yeah, I
Good
never
things.
thought of Audible for kids at all, but I
I
like it.
know, crazy, right? It was just a thought I had this morning. So I'm like, oh, okay, maybe something to check out. Something that is a real hit that is under $50 is the TNA crew socks.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh my God. They bring
I'm
more
like,
joy than they should
they
because they're
better
just,
be under $50. They're socks. What a
they're a
waste
five
of
pack deal.
money.
Have you looked at the price of the Nike socks the kids are
No,
wearing?
I haven't, but
$25 a pair.
no.
A pair.
Okay, I'm just
So the TNAs
in
at,
grandma.
five pairs for $30 or whatever it is
Yeah.
feels like a
Hmm.
really good deal.
For sure.
Another one that is a real big hit is the Owala drinking cup.
Yeah.
I mean, this seems ridiculous because who cares about a drinking cup? But the generations
Yes.
after us, they do. They really care about it. Like,
For
look at the
sure.
Starbucks Bear Cup that sold out within seconds and
Yeah.
at $40 a piece. Like, they care about their drinkware way too
And
too
bring
much.
it everywhere. And absolutely bring it everywhere. Well, and the other thing about what I like about things like Awalas or those types of things is that if you want to just like not make it seem like the Awala from Costco or like the Awala, you can go get it like engraved with their name, or if you want just to have their name on it. I think that that's like a nice way to give somebody that's hard to buy a gift for a like more personalized gift, like something that you didn't just
Totally.
grab off the shelf and then,
And
hand
who
over to
doesn't
them.
like something with their name on it? Young and
Exactly.
old. Everyone does.
Everyone does. Like I really I think it's like childhood trauma never finding my name on the pencil or the keychains or whatever at gift shops. I'm like, I don't get one. And your name was a little bit more common, so sometimes we would find your name.
But not
Not
often.
often. It was often like spelled wrong or it wasn't there at all. So for me, if I can get my name on something, I'm like, yeah, I need it. I need my name on that. Or my initials or whatever.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the last two gifts, these are more like you're going to a like gift exchange for kids and you don't know, or you could get them for your own kids, but these are just like good universal, non-gender specific gifts. One is the piggy bank. I don't know if I mentioned this last year, but I
I don't think
still
so.
am rocking it for every birthday party we've ever been invited to, and it's just the hit of all hits. So it's a mini ATM. It comes with a
Mm,
plastic debit card. You get a
fun.
pin, you set a pin, it
Yes.
counts your money for you. So when you put a bill into the machine
Yeah.
or coins in, it keeps a account for you. And then you can make a withdrawal. So you can be like, spit me out a 20, type in
Mm-hmm.
your PIN. It has an
Fun.
alarm if your sibling is trying to break into it. I mean,
Yeah. It's so good.
it doesn't get much better than that.
Honestly, do you want to know what that is to me? That's the cash register of our generation. Do you know how, like,
Absolutely.
if somebody had a cash register, you're like, wow, they've got it all. Everything they
Yes,
I ever wanted, these people have. They could have one toy, and I was like, that's all the toys you need. So I don't know why you'd get anything else. Um,
absolutely.
I you know what I like about a toy like that or a present like that is that it helps with kids math too. Like they like see if you put in $20 and you already had $20, it's now $40. And like you just clock some of that stuff.
It also is the devastating realization that like it's not endless. If you
Yes.
do take out that 20, you no longer have that 20 in
Yeah,
there.
exactly. Now you're not at 40 anymore. You see the big
Yeah.
hit. For
Yeah.
sure. Speaking of money gifts and like helping kids like learn things, one of the games that is also another like gift exchange type game, and most people have never heard of it. It's called Big Money, and it is an excellent game. It's super easy. It's fun for adults too. So if you need like a gift exchange for adults as well, but it's a great game for kids. And it's one of those games that you let everybody be their own banker. So there's money in the middle, and if you make money or you owe the bank money or whatever, you do your own math. And it's amazing to me because I'll play with like your sister's kids or your sister's kids,
I'm like, I don't
my
I have a sister
sister's
that has
kids,
kids.
your kids, and then I'll play with like some of their friends that have never played before. And I can tell at the beginning of playing, they're like, how much change do I get? If I got $9, but I want to buy something, what's the change? So they have to figure out their own money in the
Yes.
game. And so the first few times they're like, I have no idea what the math is on this. But then they just start getting good at it because they're like, okay, well, if I'm going to buy a $5 thing and I made $15 in my turn, then I get the $5 thing plus a $10 bill. if I make, and they're constantly,
Mhm.
they're getting more familiar with doing the math and doing it in a much more fun way than math. And so in this, like if you have kids that are like not picking up certain basic skills, it is a very easy and fun way to like just get them familiar with like buying things.
And like the game is addicting. When
Yes,
Dale comes to town, it's all they play for hours,
all we
every day
play.
after school, before school, the whole nine. I'm like, are we not sick of this game yet?
We
But
are.
no,
We're
they
sick
are
of it,
not.
but
They are not
they're
sick
not.
of it. Okay, a couple other quick ones for girls that are like if you just have a gift exchange, you need a girl present. Actually, boy too as well. Glitter tattoo kit. I mean, you can just never go wrong with a
Hmm.
glitter tattoo kit. Like where you paint the stencil on their arm or
Hmm.
whatever, and then you pour on the glitter. I know it's a nightmare for
Yeah,
parents,
there's
but
nothing
like
I want
the
less in my life
joy,
than that.
the joy that it brings. And I saw a kid pull that out at the baseball diamond this summer, and I was like, man, this is where it belongs. At a baseball diamond where you don't care where the glitter goes.
Totally.
And it kept like a pack of 20 kids entertained for 3 straight hours. And I was
Hmm.
like, brilliant. It's a brilliant idea. And then the last one that is kind of this thing that an ad that just keeps popping up for me. And I never fully trust the Instagram ads because
Oh,
you never know what you're going
same.
to get or if you're getting scammed or whatever. But this is called Glorbs. Glorbs. And so basically what it is like a sticky ball or more than one. You throw it on they glow in the dark.
Yes, I've
You
seen
throw
these.
it on the ceiling, it sticks for a couple of seconds and
No,
then it falls
this is,
down.
don't buy this, please. It's a scam email or like company, and you just want your paint to forever have little sticky marks on it. No, this is the worst idea you've ever had.
I ordered on Amazon, so I'm pretty sure I'm not being scammed. But
Well, that's good.
yeah, I'll stay tuned. I might
Hmm.
regret it, but
Do you want to know two of the things that I got my eye this year? Is I almost always buy Darren a, because when we first got together, I like had decorations, but they were just like like boxes of decorations from Canadian Tire. Like they were really nice, but they weren't like personal or they didn't have stories. And Darren hated that. He's like, remember when we were kids and we had like everyone we ever made and all these like personal things. So I started buying him one or two little tree decorations every year that like were from Hawaii or were from like something that we had a memory or it was his favorite
mhm.
thing or whatever. So there's this one that I ordered for Darren, so hopefully he's not watching. But and hopefully it gets here before Christmas. But it is a little tool or a little fishing tackle box because he's obsessed with fishing, but it has his name on it. So you get to like personalize
Mm,
it. So I thought, oh, that's fun and kind of dumb, but it's another like social selling company that my credit cards are probably being compromised
compromise,
as
but
we speak, but that's fine.
we'll see. We'll
Yeah, we'll
see.
see. I'll keep you posted in the new year. And then the other one that I keep seeing that I want to get for Penn so bad is it's a basketball net that sticks to the ceiling. And then it has like a foamy type of ball, but it's got a little bit more weight than your standard foamy ball, it looks like. And your goal is to lay on your back on your bed and try to get it in there. Cause you know how he takes a really long time to like fall
Yes.
asleep and he loves to fidget, but you want him to stay in his bed. Like you just don't want him getting up and like playing toys in his room after you put him in there. This is one of those kinds of toys that helps kids that go to
What
bed.
about playing basketball before bed if that's really
Well,
like the
he's doing
relaxation?
way more elaborate stuff than that. Remember when he was little and he would get like all of his trucks out and you'd find him at like 11 o'clock, just still up, doing what he likes to do?
Yeah, in his room with the door closed,
Yeah, you
lights
thought he was
off.
asleep for hours, but he
Hmm.
wasn't. He was just
No,
waking up, just having a
no.
good time.
Oh, yes. Okay, and then the final one, and I probably said this last year, and I'll say it every year until everyone has one. It's a bit of a splurge, but I'm telling you, our kids have had it for at least 4 years, and it is still the most exciting toy that we have ever bought and ever owned. It is the hoverboard.
Hmm.
Still to this day, 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds came over for Mila's birthday fighting over the hoverboard.
Yeah, it's all ages fun
It's
for sure.
all ages. It is a good time.
Yeah.
It is a good time.
Well, and I highly recommend, I like that you guys use it in the basement on the carpet so that if
Yeah.
someone falls off, it's fine because you know they're not putting the helmet on every single time.
No, absolutely. I mean, if you take it outside, I think you need like elbow pads, knee pads.
Absolutely. It's a brain
Oh,
damage activity.
the
Yes.
whole line. But
Yeah.
okay, so that's it for my.
That's it. So you're only doing kids then. You don't have any ideas for adults.
No, Aritzia sweatsuit was an adult idea.
I see.
Well, at the Owala could be any ages.
Well, it could.
This, this is the thing. I think that no, Christmas is for kids. So there's that.
Well, in our family, we definitely prioritize getting the kids the things that they want before we do. We buy what we want for the most part. One thing that I saw online recently that I think is a nice idea, and about 20 people, I shared it. 20 people wrote me and was like, I'll invite you to my house if you'll buy me this. And it was so simple. Like it wasn't an expensive thing, but basically it was two packages of really nice tea towels, but they took the packages apart and they made like like a bunch of little sets. So basically one of them stays long and skinny the way it's folded in the package. And then they took another one and made a fancy looking bow around it. And then from the bow they hung
This
a
is one
gold
of those things that seems easy, but it's not.
I know. They hung these like this really pretty measuring cup set as one of the examples, like just a small little household. They were gold off of it. And I was like, that's a nice present for like a hostess
That's a
gift.
hostess gift present.
Yes,
That's
for
a
a
beautiful
hostess
hostess
gift.
gift.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So people are saying, like, I'll invite you over if you'll bring me this because this is what I really want. And I thought to myself, that many people were impressed by this. Like, that's a pretty easy thing to put together and affordable if you just need.
Famous last words. We'd like to
Yeah.
see you put one together.
Go to my stories. It's there. A nice lady in Texas put it together already once, and then we'll just look at it. You know me. I'll bring all the stuff over to your house and just like put it in a gift bag like you hate, and be like, yeah,
Hmm.
there's some really good stuff in there. You should have it.
Yeah. I also think that one thing I do believe in is that if for the adult gifts, like we don't do a ton of adult gifts in our household, but if the children feel inclined to get a gift for their mom, their dad, their aunt, their uncle, their grandma, their grandpa, whatever that looks like, I always really encourage that. And oftentimes it's something that I'm like,
Hmm.
yeah. But I let them do it because I just think that they need to get into the idea that giving is better than receiving. So like
Yes,
anytime that they feel the urge to gift give, I always like embrace that.
for sure.
Number two, what is so meaningful to them? It is a window. What they give to somebody else is a window into what is meaningful to them. So
Oh, yeah.
like pen, no, let's use Ari as an example. Ari loves like girly things and makeup and the finer things in life. Like she just
Yeah.
loves the finer things in life. So when she's like, oh, we got to get Auntie this fancy Summer Fridays lip gloss,
Hmm.
I know for sure that she's not, it's coming from like a place of love because
Yeah,
that's how she wants to be loved.
totally.
She knows that like their connection point is that they both love fancy lip glosses and lipsticks. And so I think that it's really important that we don't shoot down kids' ideas and be like, well, no, Auntie doesn't need
Wear
a
those, or
lip
yeah,
gloss like
she
that.
has a
That's not
lip
really
gloss
her
she likes.
color.
Yeah,
She doesn't like that. She likes lipstick instead. And we just allow it to happen because it's their connection point to that person. And
for sure.
that's actually what gift giving is all about is even if you don't use the lip gloss, every time you look at it, you're going to think about Ari. And that's the
Well,
whole.
I know what's funny about that example is we were at the mall not too long ago. I was there with grandma and your girls, and they were like, "This is the best lipstick or lip gloss or whatever it was," and they're like, "You need it." And I'm not a huge lip gloss wearer, but the fact that they thought they were like introducing me to a new product brought them all the joy. So like I did end up buying it. I do like it. It's really nice. It's a good color. But they were like putting it on me in the store, like they worked there, and they're like, oh yeah, no, it's magic. It's magic. And you two are just pretending we're on TikTok or something right now. Like whatever you've seen on YouTube, this is what you think we're doing. So I totally agree with that. And honestly, I think that's part of why like I'm not great at giving gifts because the only things that I like can think of are what's in my day-to-day life, and it's what I like, and it's like house stuff. Because and then we already talked about why house stuff isn't for everybody. It's not everybody's favorite. Not everybody values it. Like I'll go buy like a gorgeous brand named beautiful decorative bowl for somebody, but like it's probably going to be in my color scheme, which is as I'm wearing today, black, white, and gold. And like someone else's house might be burgundy, peach, and red. Like, I don't know. But so to them, they're like, I don't value this. I know she probably spent too much money on this at Crate and Barrel. I don't even want it. Like, and I bought a gift recently for a friend for her birthday. And Darren looked me in the eye and he's like, if somebody gave me this, I'd literally say to them, can I have the receipt? I'm going to return it. I was
And
like,
he would never.
He would never. That's the thing about him is he
Talks
would
a big
never.
game, but he would never.
He would never return anything. So that's also a lie. But like to him, that was his like example and like his extreme situation that he's like, this would be the thing I would actually return because he absolutely hates stuff like that. Like he doesn't want a decorative bowl. So I do think like learning to give from your own perspective as a child is one thing, but that's my biggest thing is it's hard for me to get out of giving from my own perspective as an adult, because as an adult you have to get better skills at it, and I'm not great at that.
Yeah, I agree. I also think that like if you look at it from like a child's lens, if you look at how like simple their life is and how they don't have a lot to give, they don't have any money, they don't have
they don't shop in stores all day every day.
So when they are gifting you their favorite wrestling figurine, because the person's wearing black, white, and gold and it reminded you of Auntie, you have to know that like this means a lot to him. It means nothing to you, but it means a lot to him, and the fact that he wanted you to have it says everything about
and if I got given that by my babies, I would literally put it in the kitchen. Like I'd be like, this is mine now. So because I love them so much. Anyways, we'll leave it on that note. We hope you have a great time shopping. We'd love to hear your favorite things you've received, favorite things you've given, you've gotten great feedback about. Because we're always looking for more ideas.
Okay, goodbye everyone. Merry Christmas.
Have a great week. Bye-bye. We are so grateful you're here.
It would mean the world to us if you'll subscribe to our podcast and YouTube channel and leave us a review.
If you want to hear more from us, go to proofitspossible.com to join our mailing list and find our social links so you don't miss a thing.
Thanks, and chat next time.